Hello and welcome to another session of Karen's Colours. I'm Dr. Karen and these are my colour conversations. This session is somewhat delayed because I've been on a learning curve. Electronics and I don't necessarily have a good relationship, and that's been proven this weekend because I've tried to do something different. For those of you who've been following my videos, you are aware that I have 3 streams at present, and this video today will be a 4th stream that I'm hoping will take off. For those of you who have subscribed to this channel, I'm truly grateful because your support is the thing that keeps me going. If you have been watching and not subscribed, just hit that little button. It doesn't cost you anything. This session is all about doing a colour reading. Now, colour readings, of course, as I've mentioned in the past, are all about looking at an individual's state of mind, their state of play in the real world. But colour readings can also occur as a result of using cards and a little bit of psychic energy, and read very similar to those cards that we use in the tarot or for other types of divination processes. In this video, I am going to be looking at the month of February, and I'll be looking at it through the lens of each person's birth month. I truly would appreciate some comments. If you find these are of absolutely no use to you whatsoever, I'd like to know that just as much as if they have been helpful to you in negotiating the month of February. Your results are the things that are going to make me decide whether or not to keep this stream going. So as I said, it's an experiment. Let's get started. This is a reading for the month of February for those people born in November. What does February hold for those who were born in November? I need 4 cards, please, to describe the journey of those born in November as they pass through the month of February this year. Now, November people respond to the challenges of February. Past, present, future, and underlying energy. Okay. Brown appears twice as the underlying, as part of the underlying energy, but also as the basis of the now. Black appears twice, both in the present and in the future. And the other colours of importance are blue, which is all past, white, and purple. So what do they mean? As people born in November enter into the month of February, they're going to find that everything is in order and in its place, and there is nothing that they're particularly concerned about. They know their tasks, they know how to do them, they know how to get on with the job, they don't complain about things, they just do what is necessary in order to maintain the status quo within their lives. Blue on blue is all about quiet and calm and everything going according to plan. But as they move further into the month, we find that suddenly there is a desire for some change, a desire to make plans, to become practical in something new, to try and do something for the future. But in the real world, everything that is being tried seems to come crashing back down again. Black is a closure. There is a lack of imagination happening here. There is an inability to formulate good plans. People born in November are going to find it really quite tough going through February because of this inability to see clearly just how they can put certain plans into action, and in that aspect of putting those plans into action are able then to move forward to make changes. There's very little change available in black in the real world, yet the brown in the internal world is this constant drive to do something, to look for long-term benefits from whatever it is that they have been trying to achieve. That black from the real world eventually goes into the internal world, and that's never a really good sign. If people in November, towards the end of February, start to feel down, start to feel somewhat depressed, want to withdraw from society, from their friends and others, then this is as a result of massive changes that have happened, disruptions to their plans. That's what the purple in the real world is all about. Sudden disruptive changes swings the person into a period where they want to withdraw entirely from whatever is going on around them. That can be a very uncomfortable place to be. On the other hand, it can also be a good time for readjusting your aims, readjusting your thinking, just giving yourself time out to reconsider what has been going on in your life and how to go about getting on with it in the future without necessarily creating more of the disruptive elements that occur as a result of the purple in the real world. The underlying energy for all of this is a massive need for creating a goal, for being able to plan long-term what you want to achieve in life and actually putting that into existence, actualizing it, creating it as a reality in the world that you are living in. But the trouble is that in the real world, there are so many opportunities, there are so many things that are wanted and desired that there is no ability to hook into any specific one of them and to make that the most important goal. You have a particular goal in mind, but even though you're telling yourself every day that yes, you can achieve them, there is a lack of belief. The other issue that comes up here that is also very important is that white and black are opposites. So you're swinging from a situation of not being able to do anything, of having to withdraw, of having to move away from whatever goals you had set for yourself because they're just not working, to a situation where any goal is possible, but you don't know which one you want to attain. So you're not heading anywhere in either of those situations. This is very uncomfortable. For those of you born in November, I would suggest very strongly that you put your plans in writing. Doesn't matter where you put those plans, and it doesn't matter how many plans there are. Put all of your goals and aims and ambitions in writing. The more the merrier, because the less you worry about them, the less you are able to sabotage them, which is what this is all about. Instead, by putting them down somewhere where they are able to be accessed, but only by you, outside of your own brain, you'll find that your unconscious mind and your conscious mind both begin to work towards culmination of those skills, even if it requires a great deal of change to your life. It's not a very comfortable reading at all. So your February is likely to be quite disruptive. Write down your plans early. Write your goals and ambitions down very early in the month. The sooner you do it, the less likely it is that you're going to end up at the end of the month not having achieved anything because everything you have tried has fallen apart. How do we help ourselves to do this? Well, let's look at the colours that are missing. You have black, you have white,
but there's no red. There is no yellow. There is no green. You have blue aplenty. There is no orange. You don't have grey, but you do have purple. There is no pink. And there is no cyan. So here we have 7 colours. Now have a look at these colours in comparison to the colours of what is going on in your life. These are all muted and fairly dull. Here we have the bright end of the spectrum. What is it about people born in November as they journey through February that causes them to deny the fact that they have opportunities galore in all of these different skills but aren't using any of them? Cyan is all about creating peace and harmony and happiness and stillness and the ability to feel comfortable in your skin. Pink is all about being loving, both to yourself and also to others around you, and accepting love and assistance from others. Grey is dealing with confusion and uncertainty, knowing that somewhere out there is what you are looking for, even if you can't see it clearly now. Orange is all about having confidence to be able to proceed with any goals that you set for yourself. Green has to do with the ability to choose wisely based on your value system. Is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? Should I choose something different? Yellow is all about learning the skills that are necessary, developing wisdom as well as just simply information that you can then easily digest to put into your repertoire so that you know what you're doing rather than just simply having to learn by making mistakes as you go along. And finally, red is all about having the courage to jump out and take what you want, to be not only assertive, but even downright aggressive if necessary. Red requires you to take a chance, to take a risk. Yet none of those skills are skills that you're currently using, certainly not in February. So please look at them carefully. Choose the one colour that most appeals out of those 7, and then the colour that least appeals out of those 7, and add them to your visual diet every day. You can eat those colours, you can wear those colours, you can put some sort of artifact in your life, or even just make a point of noticing those colours in the environment around you. But make sure you get a hit of those colours every day, because of all of the readings I've done so far today, this is the one that seems to have the saddest outcome. And the reason for that is that you are prone to think the worst of whatever it is that you are attempting, rather than simply abiding by the fact that you have enormous skills, enormous powers. You're just not using them at the moment. Certainly, you're not using February.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little foray into the month of February for your birth month. If you found it useful or insightful, please leave a comment below. If you found it totally useless, also, please leave a comment below. I'd be very interested to hear what you have to say on the topic. In the meantime, may your life be filled with colour and a lot less in the way of electronic disasters, such as the ones I've had this month coming into February. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.